much.
Hello, and welcome to Stage, Screen, and In Between. I'm Helen. Today we are at the fabulous Greenwich Concours d'Elegance, which is a fabulous car show right on the water. And I'm here right now with the owner of this beautiful Packard behind me. Jim, what year is this Packard?
1939.
It is in beautiful condition. May I ask you, was it like this when you purchased? Is this a new car for you?
It's a new car for me, but it was not like this at all. I bought it out of Idaho from somebody that aged out of the hobby, and his wife, like all wives do, say, get rid of that thing. And then I restored it, and then I did an original color paint, crimson. Packard was the first company that offered custom paint back in the 30s. And then I had a new top put on just this week, and McCoy's tops of interior in Woodside, Queens. And actually a lot of other people come by and they go, wow, what a top.
Yeah, it's huge. Now, let me ask you, is this car being judged? Is every car here being judged? Are you in that category?
Well, they're all judged one way or other, but you'd have to have a $500,000 car to win anything here. I don't really care about winning. I come to see my friends and enjoy the day.
How many years have you been coming, Jim?
I've showed at least 10 cars here. You can't show the same car twice in a row. You have to wait 5 years to show it again. So I've only had one car showed twice. And other than that, I buy them, restore them, show them, use them for a season, and then I move them on. I have a couple that I keep because I have 13 grandchildren and 5 kids. I have a couple that I keep with so all the kids can go to their prom and soccer games and rugby games and communions and everything else.
Now, do you have any one car that you really love that you've kept through the years, or do all of them eventually get phased out?
No, I have a 76 Eldorado, which I keep because it's a reasonable car and it's very reliable. I have a huge 39 Cadillac sedan convertible with jump seats that was rumored to be, it was Franklin Roosevelt's car, but it's blue, and I can't get the exact research back to see if it was, but it actually is the same car, and it had there was only 4 cars made with the jump seats for the Secret Service.
Well, let me ask you, how many miles to a gallon do you get with this baby?
Well, if you have one of these cars, you don't have to worry about that. You probably get 12 miles to a gallon.
Can this car move? I mean, can you do 60 and 80 in this car?
I wouldn't do 80. I drove it up from New York yesterday at 55 and 60 miles an hour on Route 95.
Now, what happens? Do you have seat belts with this? You wouldn't have the more modern seat, like harness that goes this way, do you, or must you by law?
No, you don't really have to do anything, but this car does have seat belts. They're tucked in right now to make it look original, but I put seat belts in it. Yeah, but no harness seat belts because it's a convertible. Where would you get? Yeah.
Well, Jim, you have a lovely, lovely car, one of the most beautiful here today, and I wish you all the best with it.
You should have fun here. There's beautiful cars. It's the best show on the whole East Coast other than like Amelia Island.
I'm finding that out. I'm here with Ralph Morano, and he is an expert on Packards. Now, Ralph, how many Packards do you own? I understand you have quite a few.
We have close to 75 at the moment. My father, my brother, and myself.
Why so many?
Well, we kind of started, my father started with 1, and then it turned into 2 and 3, and then turned into collecting the prototypes and all the one-offs, and then once they came in the garage, they never left, so just keeps going and going and going.
They are a beautiful machine, but they don't make them anymore, do they? Do you know what year they stopped manufacturing them?
They merged with Studebaker in the 50s, and in 58 they closed the doors.
Okay. So now, what do you do with them? It must be hard to store them. You have to keep them indoors, I'm sure.
Yeah, we have 3, 4 buildings full of them. Some are out getting restored, some are out getting freshened up, some we drive, so they're all in different stages.
So now, what is your biggest pleasure? Is it the owning of them or the showing them?
It's the hunt, then the showing, then the driving, then they all have their different. Sometimes when they get to this good, you don't want to drive them. Then you buy ones that are original, you like to drive them. Yeah. So
do you have to trailer this here, or can you actually put this on the road?
It can be on the road, but we trailed it here just for.
But it's considered historic, right?
Yes. Yeah, this was a one-off built in Switzerland, where everything on this car is just for this car.
Yeah. Now, where were Packards made?
They're made in Detroit, Michigan. The Packard plant was just sold, and they're in the process of restoring it. So
now, what is the mileage on this?
This is in kilometers. But like that, usually when we restore them, we set them back to 0. So it's this way. A lot of cars, when you sell them, you'll say it's got 200 miles since the restoration, so a lot of them you just set it back to 0 when you restore them.
Yeah. Now, back in the day, cars were basically black. But this is like a deep chocolate brown. It actually matches my dress. How come it's not black?
Well, in those days, a lot of cars, even when they built them, if the customer wanted a different color, they painted whatever color they wanted. It was their car, the body style they wanted, the color they wanted, the leather they wanted. So whatever you wanted, they would do.
So is there a website that somebody can get in touch with you if they were interested in seeing your collection or maybe buying something from you? How could you be reached, Ralph?
If you go, we have a website. Our business to support this is selling late model used cars, which is Morano & Sons Auto Sales in Garwood, New Jersey. So if you look us up there, you can always shoot us an email and we'll answer anything you want to know.
Thank you, Ralph. Have a great day.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
Thanks.
Respectable people do. Then ask her what she did, and father what he did, when both of them needed a dozen more than kisses. Go home and tell your mother that her beautiful child is gonna be home.
Now, wasn't that fun? Girls, you were terrific. How long did it take you to work on that?
Oh, we're still learning how to do it.
Was that the Charleston?
It's the Charleston mixed in with the Shim Sham, and a few other steps we're just making up as we go along.
And you're in charge of the record player. You have to crank it up, right?
That's how I get my exercise.
So tell me, excuse me, I'm going to go in front of you. Mark, this is a fabulous event. Tell me about your beautiful car. What kind of car is this?
Thank you. This is a 1931 Ford Model A Roadster Deluxe. And it originally sold for $385 in 1931. So you could afford 2 of them, right?
Yeah.
But not in those.
But back then, what were people making? $8 a week. So you had to be really wealthy to do this. Now, is your car in the competition, actually?
Yes, it is today. Yep. We brought it down from Southport, Connecticut, and it's a nice restoration on it, and we've only had it for about a month, so it's a new acquisition.
How long did it take you to get it together?
Oh, well, I bought it this way, so it really was really what you see is what you get.
Let me ask you, what is the criteria that the judges have? What are they looking for when they look at this car?
They're looking at the quality of the restoration, the attention to detail, and how accurate everything is. The parts are original versus aftermarket, and things like that. The originality is what they look for in the cars.
Okay. Now, is this the only Roadster that you own?
Well, I own some other cars too, but they're later cars from the 50s.
Oh, that's a cool era too.
Cool era too, yeah. I own some Edsels, which was the Edsel's actually the car this is the car that Edsel Ford actually brought to market, which was Henry Ford's son. And later, after he passed away in the 50s, they named his a car after him.
Well, thank you so much for speaking with me, Mark. And what is your name?
Karen.
Thank you, Karen. He's your significant other. And you are?
Diana.
And I'm blocking you.
Parker.
Parker and Gwen. Gwen, thank you so much. Your car is gorgeous. I hope you win.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Did a wonderful job on you. Go home and tell your father that we're marrying like respectable people do. Then ask her what she did and father what he did when both of them needed a none more than kisses. Go home and tell your father.
I have with me now 3 of the judges here today, but I understand that there are 30 judges. Am I correct? Could you please introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Bill Rothermel. I'm from Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
I'm Russell Glaze from Palm Beach, Florida.
I'm Jeff DeMary from Springfield, Massachusetts.
Wow, so you really come from all over the country, so you must be car enthusiasts yourself, am I correct?
Indeed.
So
We have the sickness.
now, do each of you have a specific thing that you're looking for? I mean, do you have a category that you're charged to look for?
Fit and finish, actually, and originality and provenance.
Are you fit and finish also?
We all kind of look for the same things. How the car presents itself. Is it historically accurate in terms of the restoration, or is it an original car? Perhaps it's just the way the car appears with the color combination that kind of, just makes a statement to you. This is called French judging, so you're not judging by points. You're judging more like a beauty contest.
That's what I was going to ask you. Is it a point system? But now, let me ask, do you take the car's history into consideration? Like, for example, if you know such and such a car has already won several awards, is that for them or against them?
Well, it helps, but it's pretty much a beauty pageant. It's how much the car actually inspires you when you see it, and to put it in its significance of the time and the era when it was built and the craftsmanship of the coach builder and things of that nature. That's what really makes the car stand out, along with the history and the provenance and who owned it,
I thought somebody told me that once you win here, you're not allowed to come back again. You have to wait to be invited. Am I correct about that?
I believe there's a 3-year or
3-year rule.
3-year rule that you're invited back to display, but you cannot be judged for 3 years.
So that the same car would not win 2 years in a row, for example.
Yeah, give somebody else a chance. So now how many cars would you say are you judging today?
We're judging 11, but there's 115 today, and tomorrow's the big day. There's over 150. So it's a real task for the judges.
Oh, I have to say. Now, when is the decision made? Is it made tomorrow or this evening? How do you do that?
Well, there's decisions this afternoon. We tally all of our votes back at the thing, and they come up with the plan, and the drive-by is this afternoon. There's another whole set of cars for tomorrow.
Oh.
This is the American day, and tomorrow is the European day.
Okay, so now what do you win? Do you win a trophy? Is it a monetary prize? Is it tickets to a restaurant? What you get?
It's basically a trophy, and it's recognition from your peers.
Aww.
That's what it's about. So
recognition and maybe some jealousy.
Yeah.
Always.
That's what it's all about. A little bit of jealousy never hurt anybody. Well, thank you guys, and good luck with your tallies.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
See the episode on the ice? Yes, I did. There's two of them. Breaking down. The two guys won. It was definitely a story to the You could put one of those bug screens down far end.
All right, doctor. I knew you was a doctor. Of course. What the hell? You got the shakes, actually. I'm a doctor, too, but that's from drinking.
I asked him if he wanted to sell it.